Hola amigos, here are my top 5 reasons to move to Mexico that nobody is really talking about. Join me as we walk through the town of Bucerias, Nayarit, where I've lived for about 7 years now. Number 1, political tension. As we are all aware, there's a lot of political division in the US and Canada, and unfortunately, this creates a lot of tension in everyday life. Moving to Mexico gives you the opportunity to step away from that environment and surround yourself with people who are mostly uninterested with the problems we have in our home country. Now, what I will say is that if you start expressing your politics at the community pool, be prepared to feel some hostility and tension that you had back in your home country. My recommendation is to leave your politics and ideologies at the border. In my own experience, the vast majority of Mexican people will judge you based on your character more than who you voted for. Embrace the friendly vibes and love your neighbor. Number 2, make better habits. When you're moving to a new country, there are going to be many things that you're going to need to do differently. So it is also a great opportunity to incorporate better habits for yourself. Some examples might be going for more walks, practicing your Spanish, or eat more healthy. I can say that I've personally made a better habit of saying hello to people I meet on the street. Bucerias has a small town vibe, and it's a very nice feeling to simply acknowledge each other with a buenos dias and a smile. Give it a try. I am currently working on a video about a young man who moved to Mexico, changed his habits, and he says that it probably saved his life, which transitions right into our next topic. Number 3, food and health. We all know about the delicious tacos, tortas, mariscos, churros that Mexico is famous for. But many people tell me that the food they eat here in Mexico is less processed and not as genetically modified compared to what they find back in the US or Canada. In some cases, people I know had certain skin conditions or allergies that cleared up after living here, and they relate that to the food they are eating here in Mexico. Most Mexican towns have really great local markets where you can find produce that is locally grown, and so making a habit of buying local produce here might be easier and less expensive than back in the States or Canada. Number 4, find a partner. As you may know, I found myself a beautiful wife here in Mexico. I personally am a more traditional value kind of guy, and I find that my values align well with the traditional people here in Mexico. There are a few challenges like language and cultural things you have to consider when dating a Mexican, but you can also date fellow expats and immigrants here as well. Overall, moving to a new place, you are automatically thrown into a new dating pool, and you never know, you might find love. And number 5, start a business. Starting a business in Mexico is great because it doesn't require the overly expensive licenses, fees, and overhead that you would have back in your home state. But I will add a word of caution to this, as there are laws in Mexico about foreigners doing business in Mexico without the permission of the government. So as it is easy to start a business, you will first need to acquire a permanent residency and then register yourself at the SAT office, which is basically the IRS of Mexico. If you need help with this, go to our website, movingtomexi.co, click on Resource, and then click over to Mexico Immigration. Now, in review of this list, you can see that a lot of these subjects have a lot to do with you. So consider that when you move to a new place, it won't change who you are, but it is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself that will coincide with your move to Mexico. Which topic resonated most with you? Comment below. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you're considering moving to Mexico, I highly recommend doing it the right way and avoid making costly mistakes that could set you back. Save yourself time, save yourself money, and pick up the Mexico Relocation Guide, and you'll be on your way to a new life here in this amazing country. Follow the link on the screen, and I'll also put that in the description of this video. Remember, hit the like button and subscribe for more, De mi familia a la tuya, Dios te bendiga.